Hey, everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Advocate Information Highway. Host Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a really interesting topic for today's show, in which it is current administration needs to deport all the pro-Palestinian protesters that are not United States citizens. And for any pro-Palestinian protester that is a United States citizen needs to be placed in a federal prison. Plus, the current administration needs to stop all Palestinian people from entering the United States from pro-Palestinian countries. So, so let's get right into this. That second part, uh, for the current administration to stop all Palestinian, pro-Palestinian people from entering the United States from Palestinian countries, that's self-explanatory. That's completely self-explanatory. So let's get right into the other part. Okay, you see all these pro-Palestinian protesters saying death to America. They're burning the American flag. Okay. This needs to stop. Now, with this being said, here's the other thing. Right now, the current administration is sending ICE to deport like a lot of the Mexicans and so on and so forth. But a lot of those people that they're deporting are actual United States citizens. And things are not being done the correct way because government agencies' reports and systems are not current and up to date. Okay. Government agencies do not correspond with one another. They do not keep open communication. Okay. ICE is going into homes, dragging out people and stuff like that, and from their businesses even, and from their cars and whatever. And a lot of these people are actually United States citizens. So the system needs to be fixed. Now, with all that being said, and I've said this before, that even a lot of people are going to their immigration court hearings. A lot of the people are doing the correct thing. And ICE should not be going after these particular people. They should be going after the ones that are not doing the right thing. Okay. Now, with all that being said, and getting into today's show's topic, nobody would really have a problem if ICE went after these pro-Palestinian protesters. I don't think there would be many people having a problem with ICE then. So the current administration should be sending ICE out after these pro-Palestinian protesters. And again, so now and with this being said, if any of these pro-Palestinian protesters are not United States citizens, then those are the ones that need to be deported. Deport their rear ends. Now, if any of these pro-Palestinian protesters are United States citizens, then they need to be put into a federal prison cell, no matter what their ages are. No matter what their ages are. Don't matter. Okay? This is uh the proper way of doing things. Now, with all this being said, Congress, the United States House of Representatives, and the United States Senate, they need to amend, not get rid of, but amend the freedom of speech law for just two things, for just two simple things. Okay? When people are saying death to America and death to all US citizens, that is not that is not freedom of speech. That is threats. So, uh, saying death to America, that is threats. That is not part of freedom of speech. Second thing, burning the United States flag. That is not freedom of speech. So many of our military uh, people, so many of our military people have died defending the American flag. So burning the American flag, that is a slap in the face, and that is not in any way, shape, or form. I don't care what other people may say or whatever. That is burning the American flag is not, and I'll say it again, burning the American flag is really not freedom of speech. Okay, so Congress, the United States House of Representatives, and the United States Senate need to amend the freedom of speech law for those two things. They really do. And then with that, put all those people that are saying death to America, these pro-Palestinian protesters, when they're saying death to America and they're burning the American flag, again, if any of them are United States citizens, put their rear ends in a federal government prison cell. If any of those pro-Palestinian protesters are not United States citizens, deport their rear ends. Deport them. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And if ICE goes after these pro-Palestinian protesters, and if that many people will have a problem with that. Not that many people will have a problem with that. Seriously. There'll be more people in favor of that happening. Because right now, people are so against ICE because of the way that they're doing things and stuff like that. And it's like uh, the fight against ICE is like a big inferno, and it needs to die down. And for the current administration to die it down and send ICE after these pro-Palestinian protesters. Seriously. And Congress needs to change amend, I should say the proper word is amend. They need to amend the freedom of speech law with those two things, like I mentioned. And with so and again, government really needs to update their systems and really get it together. And these ICE agents, they should not be going after the people that are doing the right thing when they're going to their immigration court hearings and stuff like that. And here's another thing. I forgot to mention this too. On my show Equality and Rights for All that I host on Spreaker.com. I forgot to mention this part. The current administration and I think the United States Senate, they should pack the immigration courts with immigration judges. Pack it. And at the same time, send in auditors. Send in auditors to the immigration courts to see how far back, because the immigration courts are so backed up with cases. Let them see how far back the cases go, and let these people and let the auditors say, listen, for all these old cases, send out notices to all these people. They get them back to the courts within 30 days, and let these cases get updated. If these cases do not get updated properly, uh, if they're not doing the right thing, then go after these people and then deport them, and then that will leave uh, courts to deal with the current cases. And with all these updates and everything and getting things done the right way, the immigration courts can then uh, be quicker to get people properly to become United States citizens, the ones that are doing the right thing, and so on and so forth. And it'll be a quicker process. So it won't be backlogged and stuff. All these things need to be done. All these things need to be done to do things properly. And then that way, pack the courts with immigration judges, like I said, and then uh, people can get to become United States citizens even quicker and so on and so forth. And it will relieve the backlog of the immigration courts. And now with that, I want to remind all my fans out there about my website, African Information Highway. The link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that's AIHNY.com. You guys can check out all the pages on there. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.